Welcome to Spring LIB.
So here for the first part, we want to know the work done by the snow. So for part A, the work of gravity plus the work of the snow, we know to equal the change in kinetic energy. We can solve and say that mgd plus the work of the snow is going to be equal to negative 1/2 mv initial squared, given that the final velocity is 0. So we can say that the work due to the snow is going to be equal to negative m times 1/2 times v initial squared plus gd. So we can say that the work due to the snow is going to be equal to negative 88 kilograms times 1/2 times v initial squared, so 45 meters per second squared, plus 9.8 times the distance of 1.1 meters. And we find that the work done by the snow is equaling negative 9.005 times 10 to the 4th joules. So this would be your answer for A. The work done by the snow is, of course, negative because here snow is providing friction and is allowing us to stop. And the gravity is actually helping us move down the hill. So in this case, the snow is actually providing friction. And so for part B, we want to find the essentially the force of the snow. So we can say that the work of the snow is going to be equal to the force of the snow times the distance cosine of 180 degrees. So this will equal -1. So that means that the force of the snow will be equal to negative work of the snow divided by d, and this is giving us positive 9.005 times 10 to the 4th joules, and then divided by d of 1.1 meters. So the force of the snow is found to be equal to 8.816 times 10 to the 4th newtons. So this would be the answer to part B, the force of the snow. And then for part C, they want us to find the work of the air. So the work of the air, we can say that the work of the air plus the work of gravity equals the change in kinetic energy. And this will equal mgh plus the work of the air equaling 1/2 mv final squared. So now the air and the gravity are helping you move. So the work done by the air, my apologies, the work here, again, gravity is helping you move, however, air is working against you. This will be calculating the work done by air resistance, essentially. So here, the work done by air is going to be equal to m times 1/2 v final squared minus gh, and then this is going to equal 88 kilograms times 1/2 times 45 meters per second quantity squared minus 9.8 times 370 meters. And we find that the work done by air is going to be equal to negative 2.3 times 10 to the 5th joules. So this would be our answer for part C. That is the end of the solution. Thank you for watching.